The first card you have for your past is the Ten of Wands. So yeah, I am seeing a lot of stress was around you at this time. Obviously, this is the card of burdens. And, you were very busy at work. I'm seeing you having to get up early. You're probably very tired at this time. And, you were struggling through it. You were getting through this. I see hard work all the time in your readings, especially lately. I think you might have started some kind of new work or some project or job or something like that. And I think, you have been very hard at work with that. But I'm also seeing pressure coming from people. I'm actually seeing two people. Now, I'm not sure if this is you and someone else or two other people, but I think this might be you and another person. I'm seeing a kind of a tug of war inside a heart kind of thing. It's like, your heart or someone's heart, either your or theirs, I can't see whose is whose, being kind of pulled, if that makes sense. Now, this is a love connection, obviously, because I'm seeing a heart. And this is someone who could have been really stressed over another person. Now, it's a bit strange because I'm not seeing, I know this is stress and this is a kind of a not sure whether there's another person or what's going on, and this kind of heart that's kind of all over the place being pulled in different directions. I'm not actually seeing a third-party situation. I'm not seeing a clean-cut third-party situation anyway. It's not like I'm seeing you and another person and a third party. But I am seeing some kind of, it might be jealousy, it might be someone feeling that they weren't the only one in the person's heart. So it might be that whoever this third person is wasn't around at this time, but someone's heart might be with someone else. It might be that's what it is. There is something going on that somebody in this relationship feels like, or they felt like at this time, that the other person was not truly with them, if that makes sense, in their heart. Now, I can't quite see if this was you who's feeling like this or if it was someone else, but whoever this was, it really felt like there was some kind of mild under the radar rivalry or something like that going on, and just this feeling of under the surface pressure that you or they knew would come to the surface at some time. It's like, I know this is here. I know there's something that's not quite right. It's around. I think it's around another person. It's not out yet, but it is going to come out. That's the kind of thing I'm kind of feeling about this. Now, I think whoever this was, if this is you or them, I can't see who it is, they felt that they wanted to move forward in this relationship. They really wanted everything. They wanted the home, they wanted the cottage, like the one on this card. But, like this man in this card, they weren't sure if they were really going to ever get to this cottage because they were just carrying this great big burden, which was this kind of unsure feeling they had. They were like, oh, I just feel really unsure of this. I think there's somebody else around. I can't see them around. There's no kind of evidence of them being around, but I can feel something's not quite right around this. It's that kind of energy that I'm kind of picking up around this. And I don't think whoever this was, whether this was you or them, they didn't really say much to the other person because I think maybe they didn't want to look crazy or over the top or silly or kind of, in the way or being annoying or something like that. And so they were carrying this around with them. So if this resonates with you and this is about you, if you're feeling like this, if you're still carrying this around, there's probably a reason why your instincts are telling you this. And I think you know this. And, if you don't find out what this is now, I think you will eventually, whether you actually look for this or not, it is going to come up to the surface. You might hunt for what this is. You might be looking through their phone. I know that sounds bad. Or you might be looking for other evidence about this. But I think whether you look or not, it's going to come out at some time. And also, your instincts are always right. Always follow your instincts. If they're telling you something's not quite right, that's happening for a reason. So that's what I'm seeing in that card. So the next card you have for your past is the Knight of Cups. So yes, maybe this was you. I think this might have been you feeling this about someone who you were with or around, I'm just getting this sense of something's not right, but I'm not sure what it is. It's that kind of thing. Because this knight, he wants to come forward. He has his cup. He has his emotions. He wants to bring them forward to someone. He wants this to be a happily ever after kind of a fairy tale, because he's like a knight in shining armor. But he's stopped. He's not coming forward. So, he wants to, but something's stopping him. So again, if this resonates and this is you, I think, you truly wanted to come forward. You really did. You really wanted this to work. But you knew that there was something in the way, or someone in the way. And I don't normally see this in this card. I've never actually seen this in this card before. I usually see, I'll just tell you what I'm seeing. I usually see these wings on this knight's helmet as being a positive thing. They can symbolize freedom. They can symbolize other things as well. But they're all positive things. But I'm seeing, okay, this might sound really strange, but I'm seeing these wings on this helmet as like ghosts. Ghosts of old relationships might still be hanging around this person. Maybe even ghosts of kind of unfinished relationships, things like that. Please be very careful if this is you feeling like this and seeing this with this person, if your instincts are telling you this. You're probably already being a bit careful. I hope you are. They might have unfinished business with someone. Definitely one person, but it might even be with more than one person. I'm seeing hurt people actually, and the kind of energy of these hurt people are still around this person. I hope that makes sense. So be very careful if this resonates with you. The last card you have for your past is the Nine of Cups. So yeah, again, someone was either hiding something, or they were sort of jumping from one person to another person, one relationship to another relationship, but not ending things properly. There might have even been some overlap between different people. They might have, as I was seeing in the Knight of Cups, they might have a trail of hurt people behind them. So if you're not sure whether this is happening or not, watch how they speak about their past partners. That might be a good indication to kind of find out what's going on. Be really careful around people who have a kind of trail of crazy exes behind them. Now, some people really do have crazy exes. I know that. It's quite common to have crazy exes. Maybe one, maybe two. But if every single person they've ever dealt with is crazy and out to get them and out to, make things bad for them and all of these things, it might be time to kind of wonder who or what made all these people crazy. I mean, if they're the common denominator and everyone they've ever dealt with is kind of crazy and ready to do terrible things to them, why is that? Why is that? Why is every single person out to get this person? There is a reason why. So if this is a fairly new relationship, or if you're still kind of learning about them, if you're still getting to know this person, they might be showing you their best side, like the man on this card. And, everyone does that to some extent. When we want to impress someone, when we're first seeing someone, of course, we want to show our best to someone. We don't want to show our worst to someone. But this is different, I'm seeing. The man on this card is literally right up in front of this curtain. It's like he's almost guarding what's behind this curtain. He doesn't want anyone to see what's behind this curtain. I can just imagine someone coming up on the left of him, kind of trying to go past him, and he kind of goes to the left, and then someone goes to the right and he goes to the right. He's kind of guarding what's behind there. He doesn't want anyone to see what's there. Why is that? What's behind there? So if this resonates, at least take things very, very slowly with this person. At least get to know them, ask them lots of questions, and you'll find out a bit more about them before you decide to go ahead or decide to go any further with this person. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your present is the King of Cups. Yes. There are so many cups around this reading so far, so many mixed emotions, a lot of different emotions around this. It's very emotional. And yeah, the King of Cups is another person who I'm not quite sure about. You know, sometimes he looks fine to me, depends on what's going on in the reading. In this one, he looks like someone who's not very trustworthy again, because his eyes are kind of looking one way, but his body's kind of facing the other way. So again, I'm seeing someone who kind of someone who might jump from person to person, relationship to relationship. And if you look on this card, there's like a little fish jumping out of the water. And it's just behind this king, just on the left-hand side, a little fish just in the left-hand side. So, yeah, this might sound a bit strange, but yeah, I need to tell you what I'm seeing. Because I think these messages are to warn someone, and I think someone from this person's past might still be around them. They might be a friend, but the lines might be a bit blurred or something like that. This is something that this king would like to hide. This king would like to keep this fish hidden under the water, but the fish doesn't want to do that. It wants to jump out. This fish represents your instincts. Your instincts are making something jump out at you to try and draw your attention to this person and what's going on and what they want to hide from you. That's what I'm seeing. You know, this king, he'd love to keep this fish hidden so that, you know, you can't see it, but the fish wants to jump out. So yeah, if this resonates, you can see, or your instincts can see, that something's not quite right about this situation. And, you know, again, I don't want to be negative, but, you know, it's all over this reading. It really, really is. So the next card you have for your present is the Ace of Cups. So, yeah, you do have love for this person. You really do. And it might have already started to grow quite a lot, or, you know, it is growing or something like that. I can see that because there are cups everywhere, all over this reading. And also you have the Ace of Cups, which is like the most emotional of all cards ever. So, yeah, it is a great thing to have emotion or love for a person, obviously. But it's also very, very important to have love for yourself, especially when you're in this kind of a situation. Be your own best friend. Take your time to make sure that you know everything about this person. And, you know, if there are important things that you want to ask them and they want to hide them from you, or they're not upfront about answering questions you want to ask them or something like that, ask yourself why that is. Treat yourself as your best friend. Protect yourself. Please watch out for yourself. If you were your own best friend, what would you advise yourself to do? That's how you have to see this. You have to be your own best friend and advise yourself as you are your best friend. The last card you have for your present is Temperance. So yeah, this is a beautiful card. I love this card. I'm actually seeing creativity in this card, creating something, and it might be creating images. I'm seeing different kind of images. That might sound a bit strange to you, but what I'm seeing is taking pictures. So you might be in nature, maybe, and you might be taking pictures of things. This card can be about finding balance, getting balance in your life, and maybe to feel this kind of balance and to see everything clearly that you need to see, especially in this relationship. You might need to take some time out, spend some time in nature by yourself, doing something quite peaceful to kind of get your mind onto the right track and off all of this kind of emotional craziness that you're feeling around this situation. And yeah, if you're out in nature taking pictures, which is what I'm seeing, do this. And if this isn't something you like to do, do whatever brings you a feeling of peace and a feeling of getting away from the normal things and out into something else. And whatever makes you feel peace, balance, please do whatever this is. It might help to unconfuse your mind around this person. And even if it doesn't do that, I mean, it would definitely be a good thing for you to do, to just get out by yourself. So yeah, even if it's just to feel a bit clearer, if that makes sense, whatever clears your mind and, you know, clears your soul in a way, that's what I'm seeing. I know that sounds cringy, I'm sorry about that. The first card you have for your future is the Queen of Pentacles. So Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I just had a hiccup. So, yeah, there's a lot of nature in this card as well. There's more nature here. So there's nature in the Temperance card, and there's nature in this card as well. And I am seeing a lot of things. I am looking from one to the other. My eyes kind of drawn from Temperance to this card backwards and forwards. I don't know why that is. So yeah, there's nature in this card as well. This Queen really loves nature. She really feels at home, at peace. The other thing I'm seeing is a mother, and I'm seeing, because this Queen of Pentacles is holding onto this coin like a baby, so I am seeing a mother. I'm seeing a mother who's very protective of her child or her children, which of course is natural. But this woman I'm seeing is extremely protective, and she feels extremely protective at this time. There might be someone who's threatening her or her family or something like that. And again, I'm looking at the Temperance card as well as this card again. And the Temperance card can be about taming your temper, trying not to be too angry. So this person or this woman has someone who's making her upset or angry, and she's trying to tame her temper around this. Probably because she has children and she doesn't want to kind of be upset or yell and scream when she has her children around her. So she's a good mother, that shows me. So this might be a relative, because I'm seeing someone who you might have known for a long, long time. Someone who goes back a long way with you. And I think someone outside this, some other person outside of this, this mother and their child might be making this person upset or angry, or both. And yeah, they might be going through some relationship problems. They might be going through a breakup with the father of this child, or it might be some other person in a relationship with them. And they're angry, but they're trying to keep this under control. So maybe they have, yeah, again, they have children around them. I'm seeing that again. That's why they're keeping this under control. I'm seeing that all again. So I can see that you're busy, and I can see that you have a lot going on emotionally, but I think you might reach out to this person, I'm seeing. I think they really do need someone around them. And yes, they're angry, they're probably a bit scary at this time, but they do need someone around them. They do need someone who can help them through this thing. Obviously, they have children to take care of, so they might need someone to help them with that, even so they can get some peace in their head, so they can do some practical things around this situation. It is probably some kind of relationship breakup, and they do need some kind of help from you, whether this is emotional help, practical help, something like that. Try and help them out in some way if this resonates with you. That's what I'm seeing. I think they do need someone around them at this time. The next card you have for your future is the Ten of Pentacles. So I always see this around you. I always see you trying to save money or trying to take control of your money. And I think you will be feeling on top of things at this time, money-wise. Even though you have a lot going on emotionally, I think that money is kind of falling into place for you at this time without you really having to concentrate on it too much. I'm also seeing a purchase. This might be a big purchase that you've been wanting to make. And you might be nearly there, or you might be nearly ready to do this now. You might be saving, or you might have been saving and you might almost have enough or something like that. And yeah, this might be another reason why I was seeing you needing to have a clear head. I think you might need to make sure you have this clear head while you're making this purchase. And it might be a car, because I'm actually seeing wheels. I mean, it might not be a car, it might be a motorbike, it might be a vehicle, but that's what I'm seeing. And I think this is going to be fine. You're going to be able to do this, but take your time. Don't rush this decision. Again, I'm saying that because you have had a lot of emotional kind of burdens and problems and things going on in your head, and your head might not be entirely clear. So be very careful when you're making this purchase. Again, I'm not seeing any problems around it, but just take as long as you need. Take a long time. to make this purchase. Really, really look into things properly, and yeah, just take your time around this. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have for your future is the Seven of Cups. So yes, I think this probably sums up this whole reading, this card. I know this reading's been really specific, but if I see the same kind of message or a similar message over and over and over again, it's obviously an important message, and someone needs to hear this. So you're still going to have a lot of mixed emotions going on around in your head, a lot of unsurety in your heart, and you have love in your heart as well. You really do have feelings for whoever this is. I was seeing that in the Ace of Cups. So and that might be a big reason why this has been really, really difficult for you, because I think your instincts are showing you these signs, and I think you have seen these warning signs. But I think if you have really strong feelings for this person, which I'm seeing you do, it can be really hard to see these signs, even if they're right in front of your face. If you have feelings, your heart will always get in the way of these signs that you're seeing. So again, be easy on yourself. Don't kind of just try to run away from them, because I know that your heart's telling you to be with this person. So try and take a step back, try and clear your head, ask lots of questions. I don't want to scare you, but please protect yourself. Don't be another person in this trail of this person, of this trail of hurt this person's left behind that I was seeing. Just protect yourself, take a step back. Take your time. Don't rush in and, be involved too quickly. Ask lots of questions and, be clear-headed about this. That's what I'm seeing.